can't see myself. I'm sorry about the glare from the light, but it's a little dark outside at 3:40 in the afternoon. Still, it's getting better. Anyway, welcome to another vlog. This one is one with a difference. I know it's a bit late, middle of Jan, but I am doing a gentle detox, and I think you'll want me to share it with you because you can do it any time of the year. This is the worst month. January, I think, is the worst month of the year to do a really hard detox. I think spring's better for that. But I do a gentle one in January, so I'll talk you through what I'm doing. But first of all, I wanted to say thank you so much for all your amazing comments on the last vlog about the dating. I haven't done much since then, obviously, because we're barely getting over Christmas and the New Year and nobody's going out much. But I will continue and I will keep you posted. But thank you so much. They were absolutely lovely comments. Secondly, I always try, before we get on to the serious subject of detoxing, and I'm sorry about that noise in the background. That's Jack, as usual, snoring. Listen. It's getting louder and louder. But the other thing I wanted to say was, before we get on to detoxing, that I've actually detoxed the outside of my face. I should be doing my body as well. Body brushing, exfoliating. I mean, that counts as a detox, doesn't it? I will go into that in a bit. But I tried, because they had a special offer in my favourite place in Brighton. I'll put the details below for those who are local. It's Lanes. They had a special offer on a chemical peel, which I'd never had before. I was slightly terrified, but actually it's a very gentle version of a chemical peel, really safe. I don't know if you can tell. It's definitely improved the lines. Of course, this camera and this light are deeply flattering. I absolutely glow with no makeup on. I've got minimal on today. CC cream, because I went out. It was actually sunny, so I had CC cream, my favourite, which I'll put below, which has 50 factor in, and a tiny bit of blusher, and a tiny bit of eyebrows. I'm back to my pencil, because I think that's more natural looking, and a tiny bit of eyeliner. I haven't really got the right colour lippy on, have I? So that's the beauty bit done, but at least I've detoxed my face, and I'm going to have them regularly because I think they're really good. You can't use retinol or anything like retinol for 48 hours afterwards. But I didn't get red, and I didn't react badly at all. It was a bit stingy up here because that's very thin skin. I'm sure a lot of you have had chemical peels, but it was a new one on me. And, it was followed with LED light, which was very relaxing. So I started the new year as I mean to go on. And wait till the end, and I will do a tiny bit about fashion. This is a vintage shirt. And I will do a headscarf tutorial because so many of you were asking. It will only be a quick one, but keep watching. Right, back to the serious stuff, the detox. Well, what I do in a month like this, because I don't want to starve, I don't want to do raw juices. My body can't bear the thought of anything like the only raw thing I do. Now, one part of this vlog is sponsored. It's the bit when I get onto headaches. But the rest of it is not. I'm not being paid for anything that I mention. And the paid bit is, as you know, and I repeat it over and over again, I will only work with products that I really trust and love. But more of that in a minute. The lovely people at the Turmeric company, right, I need my glasses now, have sent me my favourites. I tried them out and I can definitely feel a difference. I'm on the vitamin C and D3 because we really need vitamin D in the winter. What they suggested for detoxing, so I'll put that on your shopping list, is raw turmeric and beetroot. Beetroot's a fantastic detoxer. It really supports the liver, etc. And I love raw turmeric because it's protecting us, our immunity, gives me energy. It's an all-round really, really good. Do you call it turmeric or Anyway, I call it turmeric. I hope I've pronounced it right. So the lovely people at the Turmeric Company are doing a 10% discount for you lovely lot. So look below if you want to try it as well. They have all sorts of flavours on their website, so I'll give you all those details. So that's my go-to in between my slightly harder work. Not too much though. So all I've done, I'm going to read you is, I've started a new regime. I'm sort of going to go through the day because it's easier to remember so I don't forget anything. Because I keep hearing podcasts, and you know Dr. Chatterjee, an awful lot of you will know him. But I've heard this on so many podcasts, how incredibly important it is. This has nothing to do with detoxing, it's just health. How important it is to get out first thing in the morning, within 30 minutes to an hour of waking up, especially in the winter because it's light by 8 a.m. if you're lucky, and you can go out and watch the sunrise all wrapped up. So I've got into the habit of taking Jack around the block. We had a good 15-minute walk this morning, watched the sun come up, it was glorious. That apparently is incredibly important for getting it into your eyeballs. And no sunglasses, but you can wear ordinary prescription specs or lenses. But it is really, really good for resetting your circadian rhythms so that you sleep better at night. You don't have to pound or run or jog. It's getting that light. Obviously, don't stare at the sun, but do stare at the horizon and the lovely light skies. Obviously, if the weather is pouring with rain and gales and ghastly, then you don't do it. Don't have to do it every day, but I have found that's really, really helped me, because when you detox and start giving things up, it can disrupt your sleep big time. And so far, I've done a week so far of detoxing, and I've only had one rotten night, and that was about the second night, because I gave up. Here we go. Not gave up, reduced hugely, and in some cases gave up, but only for January. Right, coffee. I have always loved my coffee. I don't know anyone who doesn't love their coffee. I have only ever had 2 organic fully caffeinated cups a day, plus 1 decaf. But my brilliant acupuncturist told me that even having one at a caffeinated one after midday, I think is crucial, would really affect my sleep. And he's right, because I no longer wake up suddenly at 2 in the morning or 3 in the morning or 4 in the morning. He said it's the only thing that he's told people with insomnia that really, 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 really works. So I did this long before Christmas, but for the month of January, I am down to 1 caffeinated cup per day in the morning, after drinking lots of water, of course, and then 2 decaf later, 1 late morning, 1 early afternoon. And that does not disrupt my sleep at all. And in case you're wondering, both have got to be organic. The decaf one has got to be Swiss filtered. Look for Swiss filtered, because that's there's just hardly any chemicals in it. They have to use a lot of chemicals in the bog standard cheap decafs. So beware of that. So that's the first thing I did, obviously up the water. Now, I did give up other things, and I am getting headaches. I gave up alcohol. Well, who hasn't? I drank more than normal over Christmas, and it really disrupted my sleep. I'm much better on no alcohol, or maximum of 1 at an occasional lunch, rather than every night, which of course we were doing over Christmas and New Year. So that's gone. Anything with sugar in it. Now that causes a lot of withdrawal symptoms. For people. Lots of people get withdrawal when they give up sugar. And obviously sugar is hidden everywhere. It's in an awful lot of cereals. It's in processed food. It's in alcohol. So have a good look at the labels. And if you just do one thing this month, give up sugar. However, if you get dreadful headaches, and more importantly, if you're a migraine or migraine sufferer, I did look into this. Apparently we say migraine more often in England because it comes from the French, who took it from the Greeks. And in the US, people say migraine more commonly. But I find that people say one or either. So I might call it migraine or migraine. But this is the sponsored bit. Do you remember that I did a video, and I'm pretty sure it was definitely on Instagram, with To Better Days, about little patches that you put on where you've got really bad arthritis? I think a lot of you tried them. You certainly did on Instagram. I had loads and loads of comments. My brother, I had to buy one. I actually bought one and gave it to my brother in his Christmas stocking because he begs for them all the time. I love them. So when they asked me to talk about their migraine patches, I said, well, I don't suffer from migraine, so I can hardly comment. However, they work for tension headaches, and I get a lot of those. And actually, I've got a bit of a withdrawal headache at the moment, so I'm going to pop one on, and by the end of the video, we'll see how I'm going. Here we go. It's so easy and natural. They've got things like lavender in them, so you just pop one where the tension headache is, in my case, or for detoxing, and cover it up. Don't keep on for more than 8 hours. But I did trial it with a friend of mine who suffers from migraines way too often. And the great thing about these, and she actually wants more, so she's happy with them. I said, why? And she said, because I don't want to take pills all the time. So this is a lovely natural alternative. What has it got in it? It reduces the length and severity of the migraine. It's much faster relief, and she did say that. It's got lavender, ginger, and chamomile, and it's faster relief. It's great for people who've got digestive issues like IBS, because then they don't need to take pills that could upset their tummies. Obviously, everything I say in this vlog, please, if you have serious health conditions, do check with your doctor about anything I say. But suffice to say, this lady, gosh, feels better already. Is that my imagination? I'll let you know by the end. This lady, she said the first 2 times it worked really, really well, and the second 2 times not so well. But then she told me she was putting them here and it was really bothering her with her hair. Do migraines go down here? So I said, well, don't put them where your hair is. Really, they're for the temples and your forehead. They're for all round here, which is where I thought, yes, it really hurts in there, where I thought migraines generally occur. Anyway, so very interesting feedback from her. And I said, you know, do you like them? Would you use them again? And she said, God, yes, absolutely, because it's better than taking drugs and painkillers. And so I said, would you like some more? And she said, yes, please. So good result. I'm sorry I don't know more people with migraines, but I think this is a thoroughly good, natural alternative to throwing those painkillers down. And there is a discount for all of you watching in the UK. I'll put the details below. So good news, and actually that's feeling better already. So what else am I doing for the rest of the month? Every day. Right, so headaches looked after, coffee given up nearly, water, sugar, which is in everything, alcohol, and I still do my intermittent fasting if I feel like it, because it's very cold here at the moment. Well, it's winter in the Northern Hemisphere. Just listen to your body. The only really strict thing I do is to keep the carbs way down. And I have to say, I've lost my Christmas extra fat or whatever it was on the scales already just by doing these little things. You know, I'm not about weight loss, but I am very much about fat loss, and it was all round here. So I am doing my intermittent fasting when I feel like it. And I'm going very low carb, but I had sweet potatoes last night because they're so nutritious, and I have loads and loads and loads of veg, and sometimes I'm vegan, sometimes I have fish. And that's about it for the whole month. Just really, really easy. But what I am doing as well, because it's so simple and it really helps kickstart your body if you are wanting to lose fat, or you want just an easy way to keep the calories down, is that old friend. Do you remember I did, I'm sure I shared this with you a while back, So Body Co. They do a collagen. This is not paid for. I'm doing this because I genuinely love it. And I've actually paid for this myself as well. I do it every time. It was just a lazy, easy way of doing breakfast. I hate swallowing supplements, so the few supplements I'm on, I just put into a smoothie. And this I love because it's my favourite flavour. It's vanilla, and it's 40 grams of the powder. It's got everything in it that will keep you healthy. There's nothing bad in it. And then you add 400 milligrams of almond milk. I'll show you what I do every morning. And now it's time for my So Body Co Collar Slim, because it's got collagen in, as well as being brilliant for losing weight in a hurry and healthy, obviously. So this is what I do every morning. 400 ml of almond milk or coconut milk or whatever milk you like, dairy milk, rice milk. 1 spoonful of this, gorgeous stuff. I like the vanilla, but they've got chocolate too. And all my supplements, because I hate swallowing pills. And then all I have to do is whiz it all up. And cheers. Lovely and sweet. Right, Jack, time for your walk. So that's all I do. So sometimes if I'm at home having a really boring day, like yesterday when it was raining all day, I will do 2 replacement meals. But I don't count calories. I just have something very, very light for supper, or something naughty like a few sweet potatoes, oven cooked, not fried. So that's my sort of easy way. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes to make sure I haven't forgotten anything. My easy way of eating and detoxing through January. Just keep processed foods out, biscuits, cakes, everything out. I have to literally get everything out of the house. I don't know about you, but if there's something lurking in the larder from Christmas, I will eat it if I get the munchies. But so far, so good. Apart from the odd detox headache, I haven't had the munchies. And I think that's because I'm doing more exercise and I'm keeping busy. And the smoothies are really, really filling. You can do the 800 calories, which So Body Co recommend if you are into serious weight loss. There are all sorts on their site. I'll put it below. There are all sorts of brilliant recipes to keep the whole thing down to 800 calories a day. But I'm not doing that. I'm just doing it for health and for getting my body happier after that bombardment of mince pies, Christmas cake, meat. Oh God, I love turkey. Why don't they sell turkey the rest of the year? I don't want processed turkey slices. I want to cook a turkey crown. If anybody knows in the UK where I can get a turkey crown the rest of the year, I'd love to know, because I loved it. It was delicious and really juicy. Nicely cared for, of course, if there are any vegans watching. But I am eating a lot of vegan food. I'm soaking my pulses and having lots of those with vegan sausages. So that's about it, really. Lots and lots of veg. I'm thinking rainbow colours. So I might have a green salad with avocado, and I might grate raw beetroot up, and that looks really pretty, mixed with raw carrots. I might whiz that up in the whizzer. So I have some lovely colours: peppers, yellow peppers, red peppers, baked in the garden, baked in the oven with garlic and lovely olive oil, a little. But I'm sort of not cutting out fat, healthy fat, but I am cutting out all the rubbish I ate over Christmas. And wasn't it fun? And New Year's Eve, oh my God, I was doing Jaeger, what are they called? Not Jaeger bombs, Jaeger shots with my brother. So I've really needed this detox. So that's the food taken care of. I have to tell you, I didn't know it worked that quickly. It's gone. And I'm not fibbing. It's slightly there, but it's not half as painful as it was. It's been bothering me since I woke up. I was determined to share this with you. So excellent. I'm really pleased. I'm going to keep these if I can for tension headaches or detox headaches. If I go to a health spa and give up all coffee, I will get the headache from hell for 3 days. So I'm going to take these with me. Right, just a little bit about exercise and other things that I do that might help you. The rebounder, and that was very popular last time I showed you rebounding. Again, the one I've got is below, very reasonable. Through the people we shouldn't buy things from, you know the ones. Arrives the next day. I don't think you can see me because it's getting dark. But I now do this. I've got a proper bra on. I'm not doing this today. I now do this. If I can't get out for that early morning walk, I will do this for a whole record, something lively on the radio. So that's 3.5 minutes. It's quite tiring if you're not used to it. And then I try, very, very hard, but don't always succeed. If I'm doing a lot of work, you know, editing, laptop work, I try very, very hard to, on the hour, every hour, get bouncing on it for 3 minutes, a record. I will put my AirPods in and choose a record. This is really important for detoxing. If you like swimming, that's just as good. In the water, the buoyancy. It's to get your lymph going. Jogging, very, very gentle jogging. But I love the trampoline because it doesn't hurt my joints and it's there in the house. And, you know, I reckon I do it at best, because I'm always out and about with Jack. We do three walks a day now. I reckon I do about four to five of those a day. And that now the lymph, I'm sure you know what the lymph does, but I call it the guttering of your house. So the guttering is actually taking all the rubbish out, helping you filter it through the liver. So the bouncing is really, really good for you. And the other thing I did, which did do and still do, is Epsom bath salts. I'm sure you all know, sorry, slight belchies. I'm sure you all know about Epsom bath salts. I do, that's the way I was trained as naturopathically. I do 3 baths, 3 consecutive nights. It's brilliant if you're getting insomnia. It's brilliant for tension. It's superb for aching muscles. Oh yes, I've upped the Pilates like mad. That's another story. We'll do that on another vlog. But I've upped the Pilates. I'm now doing 3 or 4 classes a week, plus the 10,000 steps a day. It's not about weight loss, it's my health. But yes, 3, if your muscles are hurting, if you've overdone the exercise, tension, muscular tension, aches and pains. It's probably really good for arthritis. I'll look into that. You can just get Epsom salts from your chemist and you put, one of these, that much, under the running water and soak in it for 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes, not too hot. You don't want to pass out, especially if you live on your own. Again, always take advice if you have any health issues. But I've done a blog on it, so I'll put the link below. But they're amazing, especially in the winter. When you get cold bones, you know, it's cold and damp. My body tells me when I need them, and I did 3 consecutive nights straight after Christmas. When all the guests had gone, I was like, oh, relax. So I'm now sleeping really well, apart from that one night. And I seem to have lost the 2 or 3 pounds that had gone on, which was probably mainly, I'm not going to show you my abs, they're not looking great at the moment, but they will in a month. Oh, and I'm going on holiday to the sun for 10 days, 12 days at the end of January. So I have to get into shape for the beach. So that's it. Is there anything else I wanted to tell you? No, I've given you a health warning. Yeah, my headache is much better. Okay, that's it. I hope you enjoyed that. I feel like I was babbling at top speed. Do ask me any questions as usual. Right, so I'm going to end on, it's not really exciting fashion stuff. Oh, by the way, I can still do my quiff. I know a lot of you love the quiff, but I've just washed my hair, which makes it very difficult to do. And also, I thought it was really good to put the 2 Better Days migraine patch there so you can see how nobody can't see it anyway. Nobody can see it. Right. So what I was going to do, if I'm not too hot, is show you. This is just literally loitering. I'll take my glasses off. Loitering in a vintage market, which obviously we haven't had an indoor vintage market for 2 years. But I love a vintage market in Brighton because there are about 50 stalls and you're bound to find something, and this just was cheap as chips, and look at it. And I realised I haven't worn this for absolutely ages. But what I also love, you know, I love a tank top or vest. They're called different things by different people. I like the term tank top because it reminds me of the 60s and 70s. But look how nice that looks if you want to look a bit more serious. Hello, I'm being serious now. Well, it can't be serious with a collar like this. But how superb is that? Sorry, very little fashion this week. I'll do better next time. And I haven't taken you out and about for ages, but I will. Just think of the vlog after I've been to the Canary Islands. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm not going to London this month because you know that the COVID numbers are ridiculous. I'm broke. I haven't got any need to go there. I don't want to go near the shops. So I'm leaving that unless I have to go for work. So I will take you around Brighton when the weather's right and it's light. It's very difficult this time of the year. Right. Headscarf tutorial to end on. I've found my favourite black and white scarf. Now, just to give you an idea of how big it is, I like a big scarf and cotton. Now, everybody asks me this, how do you stop them slipping? Don't have very clean hair for a start. Get hair grips as well. But muslin, very hard to find muslin nowadays, but muslin is superb. It doesn't slip at all. And cotton is nearly as good. And this is cotton. Silk, hopeless. It's really hard to keep a headscarf on if it's silk. The only time I use silk, and I've got lots and lots of tutorials on here. If you look under fashion. If you look under fashion, there'll be some like from a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. God, I've been doing this a long time. Right, so I fold it in half and then I fold it in another half. And what I particularly hate about this weather and COVID is that I've stopped wearing headscarves out and about because A, my ears are too cold, so I need a woolly hat. And B, it's impossible to wear a mask and keep the look going. So I'll be very glad when this is all over, won't you, girls and boys? I know there are boys watching. Right, I might have done that the wrong way. So the most important thing for me is to keep my ears warm when it's normal winter. You know, my friends in the US, we had a ridiculously mild Christmas and New Year. It was the mildest, I can't say warm, it was the mildest New Year's Eve on record. And then 3 days later, oh boy, did it change, like the Arctic, freezing. Of course, we don't get much snow. You see what I'm doing? All I'm doing, how easy is this? I'm doing it slowly. All I'm doing is underneath, round the ears, cover them up, be difficult to get a mask on. And just lots of knots, because it gives you, I'm going to do one more, because it's particularly lovely with a quiff, because you can get the quiff up and then you have this interesting bit above. I'm going to have to put my glasses on because I can't see, and I'm using you as a mirror. There you go. Good God, I've been talking for half an hour. Are you bored yet? Nearly finished. So, there you go. I actually haven't got the right glasses on. Ooh, and these are dirty. Yes, that's fine. The problem is, I come to edit these videos. I did an introduction to thank you for all your lovely comments from the last vlog the other day. And then I checked it this morning to edit it and looked at it. All my washing was over there. It looked terrible. I wish I had a dedicated room to do them in. Anyway, how's that, girls and boys? So, that's it. I have nothing else to share with you at this moment. I will work very hard on more to share with you. I'm watching, oh, yes, let's talk about movies. I'm going to the movies more now. This is another little New Year's resolution. I seem to, well, because of COVID, seem to have missed out on so many exciting things. I have been to the theatre, as you know, quite a bit. Oh, I didn't show you. Yes, we did go and see, what did we go and see? The Pantoland. There's no point sharing it now because it's a Christmas thing. Pantoland in London with my lovely friend Dahlia, and Julian Clary is one of the stars, Donny Osmond. Oh my God, it was brilliant. That was awesome. So I've done theatre and I saw Jamie in Brighton. And that was lovely before Christmas. But now there are lots of movies out. So I'm going to see Spider-Man tomorrow. Can't wait. And then with the girlies going to see Gucci. Can't wait. I'm listening to all the reviews and watching wonderful things on TV. For those in Britain, I know that you're from Instagram, that you're all watching or have watched The Tourist. Oh my God, how good is that? So if you get the chance, wherever you are, it was BBC. One of the best things I've seen. Sort of thriller, dark humour. Just brilliant. So I am going to be sharing more of what I'm doing at home, because January and February are months when we just don't go out that much in England. We just long for the spring. Okay, my lovelies, thank you so much for watching. If you've got this far, thank you so much for your comments. I couldn't do this without you. I mean, every time I think, oh my goodness, it's time to do a vlog, I just think how appreciative you all are, and it makes it all worthwhile. So thank you for following me. I bumped into a friend in the park who said, how does she subscribe? Please subscribe. All you do is press the button that says subscribe somewhere on your page. And I'll see you very soon. I am sticking to Sundays or Wednesdays, not every single week, but you know, if you subscribe, you will get an alert. Sunday at 10 o'clock or Wednesday at 10 o'clock. So I know you'll get alerted, and I know you watch because you let me know. So big love, big hugs, and a very belated Happy New Year. It can only get better.